of the measure is that we are now in the period of interpellations and debate, and with the consent of the body, I move to resume the period of interpellation and recognize the sponsor of the measure, Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, and to interpellate our Deputy Minority Leader, Senator Risa Ontiveros. So move, Mr. President.
Is there objection? There being a motion is approved. Our sponsor, Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa, is recognized, and to interpellate our distinguished Deputy Minority Leader, Risa Ontiveros.
Salamat po, Mr. President, at magandang gabi, good sponsor. Pari po bang makapagtanong ng ilang mga tanong dito sa ating bill?
Certainly, Madam, Your Honor, Mr. President.
Salamat kaayo, good sponsor. Now, I understand that this bill seeks to make amendments to the DILG Act, RA 6975, and the PNP Reform and Reorganization Act, RA 8551, laws which also govern the process for exacting accountability from erring police officers. I welcome this effort to make law enforcement more effective in serving and protecting the people. Napaka-importante po ng trabaho ng PNP para siguraduhin ang seguridad at kaligtasan ng taong bayan. Saludo po ako sa inyo. That said, I believe these reforms should include an honest assessment if our present laws are sufficient to address the problem of police officers themselves being responsible for harm and wrongdoing. Sa madaling salita, sapat ba ang pagbabantay sa ating mga tagabantay? So I will be asking questions for possible proposed amendments to improve the bill on this point. So una po, in Section 11 of the bill, amending Section 35 of the DILG Act, one of the national support units established is the Integrity Monitoring and Enforcement Group, who, quote, shall be responsible for information gathering and conduct of offensive operations against erring PNP personnel. Specifically, the group shall conduct intelligence build-up and law enforcement operations. Pwede po bang malaman, good sponsor, kung ano ang coordination ng IMEG at PNP Internal Affairs Service sa kasalukuyan?
Sa kasalukuyan, Your Honor, Mr. President, their functions are quite different, but they are coordinating with each other. Whatever accomplishments pertaining to arrest or arrest of erring personnel being done by the IMEG, the corresponding administrative cases are being filed by IAS, and that is done through coordination, Your Honor, Mr. President. So it is being done right now as we speak. That sort of coordination between the two is very much alive.
Salamat, good sponsor. At mamaya maitatanong ko rin po yung koordinasyon din nila in terms of or in relation to administrative cases at dun naman sa possible criminal cases. Sabi nga po ng good sponsor, Mr. President, magkaiba yung papel ng IMEG at ng PNP-IAS pero may coordination. May impression po na hindi ganong kahigpit or kapormal yung coordination. So yung susunod pong tanong ko, good sponsor, makakatulong bang gawing formal ang coordination nila sa isa't isa para siguruhin yung success pati ng criminal prosecution ng IMEG at on the other hand, administrative cases ng PNP-IAS?
Yes, Madam, Your Honor, this representation as the sponsor of this particular mission is amenable to any proposal that will improve the coordination between these two units in order to institutionalize their coordination. So maganda po if it is going to be included in our legislation, then I agree with the gentlewoman from
Na-hurt po ako,
Hindi,
Mr. President. Hindi po. Good gentleman from Davao and Bohol. Okay lang po.
Quezon City. Panay, from
Panay
Panay.
Island.
Panay
Salamat,
Island,
salamat
Panay
kaayo,
Island.
good gentleman.
Yeah.
At salamat po dun sa kabukasan sa mga amendments na ipopropose ko sa good sponsor para nga i-improve itong coordination dun sa dalawang bodies at para i-institutionalize ito. At lalo na po dahil noong nakapanlulumong hearing po natin tungkol sa pagpaslang kay Jemboy Baltasar, na-raise yung issue tungkol sa kasong i-file laban sa mga pulis na responsable. Reckless imprudence lang. Gayong sadya siyang pinagbabarel yung bata. Sa hearings, tila din hindi sigurado yung PNP, PNP-IAS at DOJ kung bakit ganito ang nangyari na reckless imprudence lamang. And I note, good sponsor, that under Section 39 of the PNP Reform Act and Reorganization Act, PNP-IAS is mandated to, so ito yung iba sa IMEG, quote, file appropriate criminal cases against PNP members before the court as evidence warrants and assist in the prosecution of the case. So sa bill po na ito, malinaw na po ba sa PNP kung kaninong responsibilidad dito?
Well, the relationship between the two is that for operational purposes, IMEG will take charge because they are trained for counterintelligence and interdiction against these erring policemen. And the IAS will handle the administrative aspect of the case. But as you have said, that does not mean that they are only limited to file administrative cases, but also criminal in nature. Yun nga lang ang problema lang is IAS is not really capable to make interdictions or operations against these erring policemen. So that is why the existence of IMEG was given importance because IAS is more on investigation, Your Honor. So,
Salamat, good sponsor. Baka naalala ng good sponsor nung hearing po nating iyon na nga, interesado po talaga ako na palakasin yung mandate at saka capacities ng IAS. Maaring hindi naman ako pupunta o tatawid dun sa, pati sa interdiction sila. Pero sige po, mamaya ng konti sa interpellation ko at lalo na po sa period of amendments, magpo-propose po ako ng amendments para sa konsiderasyon ng good sponsor, particular po dun sa IAS.
yes, Your Honor.
Salamat kayo. So now in Section 14 of the bill, amending Section 41B of the DILG Act, the bill states that the chief of the PNP shall have the, quote, authority to immediately order the preventive confinement of any PNP personnel under investigation for or charged with a grave administrative offense and or crime, provided that the place of confinement shall be limited to their barracks, quarters, or in a designated facility until such limits are enlarged by proper authority. Provided further that preventive confinement shall be for a maximum period of 90 days, regardless of the number of cases filed and investigation conducted against such personnel. Sa hearing rin po natin tungkol kay Jemboy, lumitaw na yung isa sa namaril sa kanya, si Staff Sergeant Jerry Maliban, ay may dismissal order na for grave misconduct and serious irregularity. Pero ang paliwanag noon, nag-a-appeal pa daw siya at hindi pa final yung decision, kaya tuloy siya sa trabaho. At naisama pa nga sa operasyon na nagresulta sa pagkamatay ng inosenteng bata. So sa paniniwala niyo po ba, Mr. Chair, good sponsor, na sapat ang provisions ng bill na ito, given its built-in limitations, sapat na ba yung provisions para hindi na mangyari ulit yung ganyan?
Well, I cannot fully guarantee that that is already sapat, Your Honor, but at least it will grant a big improvement as far as the compared to the present setup that we have right now. Isa yan sa nasabi ng ating mga kapulisan na bakit nagpapatuloy itong mga masamang damo, itong mga eskalawag ng kapulisan dahil nga because of that particular disciplinary mechanism, no, wherein unlike the armed forces of the Philippines, yung commanding officer can immediately put to jail his erring subordinates. So napakalakas yung kanilang disciplinary mechanism. But dito sa PNP, since we are no longer with the military, we are not governed by the military justice system, we observe everything being a civilian organization. So yun, nangyari yun. Pero itong ginawa natin ngayon na amendment is that we still fully observe the rights of the accused, Your Honor.
Yes, salamat, good sponsor. And kung pagdating sa proper time, kung mag-propose ako ng amendments para sa konsiderasyon ng good sponsor, certainly upholding pa rin yung rights of the accused,
Yes.
gaya ng sinabi ng good sponsor. Dahil tama naman yung sinabi nila na hindi governed na ang PNP ng military
Military
justice.
justice, yeah.
Opo. And at the same time, siguro with the intention na mas siguruhin through the authority of the Chief PNP or the Philippine National Police itself, na yun na nga po, hindi na maulit muli yung katulad nung nangyari kay Jemboy Baltasar, na siguro pwede lang natin hulaan ngayon na kung may dismissal order ng isang personnel, hindi siya makasama dun sa operasyon. It might have made a difference between life and death. para
Yes,
kay Jemboy Baltasar.
Your Honor, if I may add something, no, the Philippine Coast Guard is even though it is a civilian agency under the DOTR, but they are adapting the military style of disciplinary mechanism within their organization. So I think getting the Coast Guard model, maybe we can improve our disciplinary mechanism within the PNP.
Salamat po para doon, good sponsor. Hindi rin naman ako tatawid doon sa gayahin natin ng Coast Guard at adopt military style justice.
Yeah,
Ako,
yes.
confident ako na kaya pa nating ayusin yung disiplina sa mga erring PNP personnel sa konteksto ng isang civilian
Yes,
na
thank you. Thank you.
institusyon. Opo.
Yeah.
Pero given yung unique characteristics niya, bilang siya pa rin yung premier na uniformed at armed service ng ating gobyerno para sa public safety.
Yes, Your Honor.
Salamat po, good sponsor. So, dako na po ako dun sa tanong sa Section 49 nung kasalukuyang PNP Reform and Reorganization Act. Kung saan the PNP-IAS is the body charged with conducting, gaya ng napag-usapan natin, good sponsor, administrative hearings on members of the National Police. However, ito medyo na pag-usapan din po nung pagdinig natin dun sa Jemboy Baltasar case. Their decisions are merely recommendatory. And now in 2019, it was reported that only 30% of their recommendations for police dismissal were actually implemented. Ibig sabihin, sa bawat 10 recommended for dismissal at sa mga iyon may mga seryosong kaso, lumalabas na 7 nakakawala, scot-free. At ayon pa po sa IAS, hindi man lang nila nalalaman kung ano ang nagiging final decision sa mga rekomendasyon nila. So, unang tanong po dito, good sponsor, meron po ba tayong updated information sa kung anong percentage nga ng PNP IAS recommendations ay totoong pinakikinggan at ipinatutupad ng PNP?
As of now, Your Honor, we don't have the data, but I'm sure it's improving. It's improving, knowing that the current, the latest group of Chief PNP are very aware of this, of that situation. But yun namang pagdidismiss ng mga or not following or not heeding to the recommendations coming from IAS. I have been the Chief PNP. The recommendations coming from IAS, when it goes up to my office, merong comment doon yung mga legal service or also a group of lawyers who are giving some further advice on that particular matter. So kaya nga, merong in-implement ng Chief PNP, meron ding hindi. Because after thorough study from the legal service, may sarili rin silang rekomendasyon about that. At saka yung Office of the Chief PNP mismo, may mga lawyers din doon na nag-monitor lahat ng mga kaso, Your Honor.
Opo, good sponsor. So, Mr. President, may IMEG, may IAS, merong pang legal service, and then gaya ni sinabi na good sponsor, meron din mga abogado sa Office of the PNP.
Yes.
At least po sa pagitan ng IMEG, IAS at legal service, meron din po bang mahigpit na koordinasyon na o mas maluwag pa ang koordinasyon ng legal service kaysa sa IMEG at IAS?
There is, Your Honor, there is coordination among these offices. In fact, they are situated, their offices are situated almost very close to each other, so that the coordination is really being made between these offices.
Well, Mr. President, good sponsor, maigi kung physically magkakalapit sila. So, I guess ang sinusubukan po natin gawin dito sa bill na ito ay organizationally din at operationally
Yes.
ay salaminin yung ganyang pagiging malapit nila sa isa't isa and in order to fulfill the objectives of organizational discipline. At dahil hindi po on hand yung data nung percentage of IAS recommendations implemented by the PNP, kung maaari pong Mr. President, good sponsor, mahingi na lang ito
Yes,
bago yung period of amendments.
We will
Salamat
provide
po.
you with that data,
Thank you, good sponsor.
Your Honor.
Opo. At ngayong pinag-uusapan yung amendments both sa DILG Act at PNP Reform and Reorganization Act, tingin niyo po ba, good sponsor, ay panahon na ring i-explore ang pagbibigay ng expanded adjudicatory powers at fiscal autonomy and independence sa PNP IAS?
Well, I think we can do that, Your Honor. We can do that, but as long as yung powers ng Chief IAS I will not supersede the powers of the Chief PNP.
Of course,
So, yeah,
Mr. President, good
that
sponsor.
that is that should be the case.
Siya nga. Yes, very well noted, Mr. President. Good sponsor. Siyempre, hindi naman posible or desirable yung ganyang outcome kasi otherwise papaano mangyayari yung organization ng buong
Yes.
institusyon, no? Yung buong, in a way, kahit civilian institution, chain of command and accountabilities down the line. Pero kung pagbibigyan ako ng good sponsor at the proper time nga po sa period of amendments, susubukan ko sa gabay nila i-push the envelope lang towards greater autonomy po
Yes.
ng IAS dahil nakikita po nitong representasyon, napakahalaga nung papel niya kahit sa yun na nga po, pag-instill at maintain ng organizational discipline sa institusyon. And baka meron din po tayong makalap na best practices from other government institutions or offices na merong ding parang internal affairs service or unit kung papaano na ma-maximize po yung in a way autonomy niya, pati fiscal autonomy, maybe even expanded adjudicatory powers. Kung sabi naman ng good sponsor, pwede nating explore yung mga yon, all within the context nung, for lack of a better term right now, chain of command ng buong institution, good sponsor.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then huling paksa ko po, good sponsor, I understand that the National Advisory Group for Police Transformation and Development, NAGPTD, has been doing important work to study how the police force can be made more reliable, capable, effective, and credible. Their recommendations include empowering the PNP-IAS by giving them fiscal autonomy and independence. And ito, dahil sinabi ko po, Mr. President, good sponsor, syempre, hindi ko kinontemplate na ang chief ng IAS hihigit sa chief PNP. Pero may rekomendasyon itong National Advisory Group, including placing IMEG under PNP-IAS supervision. They also recommended strengthening the National Police Training Institute and the PNP Academy through adequate financial and logistical support, and ensuring sufficient plantilla positions for professors. To ensure the sustainability of institution-wide transformation, at naniniwala po ako, Mr. President, good sponsor, yun yung pinag-uusapan natin dito dahil continuous reform and reorganization, so transformation, yung National Advisory Group, also recommend that leadership of the Strategy Management Center be upgraded to directorial staff. So, maaari ko po bang tanungin kung yung mga inputs nila at rekomendasyon ay kinonsider sa pag-draft nitong bill, at kung tulad sa naunang tanong ko, bukas yung chair sa mga amyenda batay sa mga rekomendasyong iyan.
Well, that would be a good starting point for discussion, Your Honor, Mr. President, Madam Sponsor, because marami talaga lalabas na discussion pagdating dyan. Dahil right now, the PNP is contemplating on putting CPSM or nag-TPD? CPSM under the Directorate for Plans in order to harmonize and hindi magkakaroon ng duplication of function. So, yun ang plano nila. Pero yung recommendation naman ng nag-TPD is gawin pang 2-star but we will consider all those recommendations, Your Honor, Mr. President, good sponsor.
Salamat, good sponsor. Pasensya po, ano po yung CPSM?
Center for Police Strategy Management,
Okay po.
CPSM.
Salamat, good sponsor. Yan pala yung
Sila
full
yung,
name ng Strategy Management Center.
yan. CPSM.
CPSM, Center for Police Strategy Management. Okay po, salamat po para doon. Sinabi po ng good sponsor, Mr. President, these inputs and recommendations could be a good starting point. So, tama po ba yung pagkaintindi ko? Medyo nahuli itong mga rekomendasyon sa pag-draft ng bill? Hindi pa siya na-consider sa bill?
Well, CPSM should have, or nag-TPD, as you have cited earlier, should have raised these issues to the PNP leadership so that the version that we are accepting here in the Senate should already incorporate their proposal. But the mere fact that I don't know if it was presented to the PNP leadership and was denied, I don't know the background. The mere fact that from NAG-TPD, they go directly to whoever here in the Senate, then we have to discuss that matter, Your Honor, Mr. President.
Fair enough, good sponsor.
Yes.
Opo. Kung nahuli man sila sa pag-submit or nakapag-submit pero hindi tinanggap ng NHQ, so at least maigi na rin na bring up ko dito sa
Yes po.
interpellation, and at the proper time, sa period of amendments, isi-signify ko na lang sa good sponsor kung itong ipopropose kong amendment ay batay sa ganito o ganyang rekomendasyon nitong NAG-TPD, hindi pala NAG-PTD, NAG-TPD. All right. So, daghang salamat, Mr. Chair. Maraming salamat, Mr. President. At sana patuloy ang efforts nating harapin ang mga pagkukulang man sa batas at ang paggawa ng lahat para itama ito. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. We are
Thank
very-
you. Thank you,
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Deputy Minority